Once upon a time, in the peaceful countryside where golden fields met a slow, winding stream, there lived a little brown mouse. She was a field mouse, curious, clever, and always on the lookout for new adventures. Her days were spent scurrying through tall grasses, collecting seeds, nibbling on wild berries, and occasionally stopping to sniff the breeze. Life was simple, and she was content. One sunny afternoon, as the mouse ventured a little farther than usual, she found herself at the edge of a sparkling stream. The water shimmered under the sunlight, and the air was filled with the gentle croaks of frogs. Fascinated by the sounds and smells of this unfamiliar place, the mouse tiptoed closer. Suddenly, a voice called out from a nearby lily pad. "Hello there, little mouse," said a green frog with bulging eyes and a friendly smile. "What brings you to the water's edge?" Startled but polite, the mouse replied, "I'm just exploring. I've never been this close to water before. It's very different from the fields I know." The frog's eyes lit up. He rarely had visitors from the land, and the idea of showing off his watery world thrilled him. But as he looked at the mouse, a mischievous idea began to form in his mind. With a wide grin, he said, "Would you like to see what it's like in the water? It's a wonderful place. Peaceful, fun, and full of surprises. I could take you on a little tour." The mouse hesitated. "I'm not sure. I don't know how to swim." "Oh, don't worry," the frog assured her quickly. "I'll help you. We'll stay close together. Here, let me tie us with this blade of grass so we don't get separated." Trusting the frog, the mouse agreed. The frog tied one end of the long grass string around his own leg and the other end around the mouse's tiny ankle. Then, with a splash, he leapt into the water, gently pulling the mouse along behind him. At first it was magical. The mouse floated on a lily pad, marveling at the way the water rippled around her. She laughed with delight as the frog swam small circles around her, occasionally splashing playfully. It was a strange new world, but it felt like an adventure. She'd never imagined water could be so fun. But suddenly, everything changed. Without warning, the frog dove deeper into the stream, tugging the mouse along with him. The grass string tightened around her ankle, pulling her off the lily pad and into the water. The mouse shrieked in panic. "Wait! Stop! I can't swim! You're pulling me in!" she cried, struggling against the pull of the grass rope. But the frog only croaked with amusement. Whether it was a cruel joke or a wicked plan, the frog seemed to enjoy her fear. The mouse flailed and splashed, trying to keep her head above water. But she was no swimmer. Her tiny limbs grew tired and her breath grew short. Within moments, the worst happened. The mouse drowned. The lifeless body floated on the surface, still tied by the string to the frog's leg. And the frog, perhaps realizing too late the weight of his actions, blinked uncertainly at what he had done. But fate was not yet finished. High above, circling in the sky, a sharp-eyed hawk scanned the ground below for food. His keen vision spotted the floating mouse, an easy meal. With powerful wings, the hawk swooped down toward the water. In an instant, he snatched up the mouse with his talons. But the hawk didn't notice the grass string, or the frog still tied to it. As the hawk ascended back into the sky, the frog was yanked from the water, still bound to the mouse. He squawked and flailed helplessly as he was carried into the air, realizing far too late the price of his trick. He had taken pleasure in the mouse's suffering, but now he too would face the same fate. And so, both mouse and frog were carried off into the sky, victims of one creature's selfish mischief. This simple fable leaves us with a powerful lesson. Those who plan harm for others often bring misfortune upon themselves. Cruelty, no matter how small it may seem, carries consequences. The frog thought he could play a trick and escape unscathed, but in the end, his actions led to his own downfall. As Aesop wisely said, "He who plots mischief against others often falls into his own trap."